But there are some Kickstarters to talk about this week, one of which is a big one that we've already talked about. There isn't really a lot more I think we need to say about it, which is Hero Realms. Of course, based on the Star Realms series, we did an interview with Rob Doherty, one of the creators, a few weeks ago, and we also talked about it when it was first announced. It's a deck building game. In this version, instead of sci-fi, you're using fantasy characters. However, there are a lot of cool tiers of extra things in the Kickstarter. There's a bunch of different character packs you can get. So if you want to be like a wizard or whatever it is, you actually get a unique starting deck as well as the special power that it has. And then there's all the add-ons for the campaign mode and different bosses you can fight. Just the base is for $20. It actually looks like it's a big box, which I don't know if that was just the art, but it looks like it's not the little Star Realms box. So I think this includes somewhat significant more cards, perhaps, than Star Realms.
But still, it only goes for about $20.
$20.
That's pretty good.
And I think if you want like the ultimate campaign mode is actually like a separate thing. If you want like campaign mode, all the character packs and all the extra add-ons, that's $72. And then, varying, you can pick and choose what you want with add-ons and stuff like that. But it does look cool. It is Star Realms, only Hero Realms. It has a proven track record. I'm sure that we'll be playing it when it comes out.
Or have we already?
Oh.
No, we have not.
Very. And if you're one of the people who watched our interview and wanted to see the cards and couldn't see them, now you can see them all up in this Kickstarter. Hero Realms.
Yep.
Next, let's go back into science fiction.
Yeah,
I think.
Going back. We're entering exoplanets. What I guess this counts sort of. What you're really doing is sort of building a planet.
All right.
So you're actually building the planet, like the environments and building up like ocean stuff, but also putting life there and trying to reach an intelligent life form and stuff. And I just thought it sounded really, like looking at it's very clean, it's almost Zen-like building this planet and stuff, and reminded me a lot of like what we sort of expected and wanted from Spore almost, like, or SimCity-ish. Like that sort of just pretty, like, oh, now I have a nice ocean, or this.
It sounds like the end of Hitchhiker's Guide when he's rebuilding like the Earth, and he's like, I'll put the little fjords here and whatever. Do you know? Every player has their own planet?
Yeah, like you're all building your own.
And I assume
it's
competitive. You're trying to build the best
From what
planet. And that's that. Yeah, that's.
And to me, I thought that's sort of cool because it seems like, yeah, that makes sense. Like in a game, like I can almost see, like in a board game, like building, like here's this terrain, this is this terrain. Like imagine if you actually did like a Catan thing like that. You actually put hexagons down. Like that was part one of the game, and part two was actually playing it. Like
I was gonna say that. That's what they should do. Is like part one.
But like this one's a little bit smaller. But like that kind of thing would be interesting. Like sort of, it's like a pseudo legacy. It's like you can play two games.
It's a sequel game. We've got legacies on the brain.
Jonathan, we got the new trend. There's legacy games, and then we have sequel games. It's like a shorter legacy. It's just two.
I think we're going to corner the market on this.
Oh, yeah. By corner, I mean no games.
Edit this out. Don't let anyone see it. Exoplanets goes for $35.
Yep.
They said 40 retail, so you're saving $5. I mean, you can't beat that value. And the last one that I'm going to tell you about today is Dungeon Dealers. Basically, this is an accessory for Dungeons & Dragons, which, again, we keep talking about. And we probably will a little more later, too, again. Basically, if you're a dungeon master, one of the challenges can be to build the actual dungeons. It goes with the title. The different layouts, you want to have variety. You don't want to be repetitive. This is a deck of cards, and as you play, it's actually kind of designed to be used on the fly. So as soon as they open a door, you flip a card. You actually roll a die to determine the orientation of it. And that tells you where they enter in on the card. And the card will have a few different rooms. It'll tell you if there's an enemy there, or if there's traps, or it could have a spot where it says here's a good place for having an encounter, and you can kind of put your own influence into it. And they had another deck for encounters that are different tiles, I think, that you can mix the two together. They both go for 12 separately. Or you can get them both for a cheaper price, I believe.
Yeah, I remember actually seeing this at first. I'm like, this sounds interesting, but you know what? I'm gonna see what Jonathan thinks of it, and lo and behold, you already found it. And
yeah, it actually looks pretty cool.
Because the main reason I did, like I said, you are really our DM for it, so you're the one who really, this would be the kind of thing you're already thinking about, I'm sure.
I have started to actually design some of the dungeons for our campaign, and that's definitely.
I'm really hoping one's just constantly just left turns into.
It's the touch tunnel at Liberty Science Center. This is. It's just because it's nice to have something just for the layout itself, because there's only so many ways that you can come up with.
Now that you just said that, and I would just imagine in the campaign being you're go to a museum in the world and they have a little touch dungeon or something for kids.
That's what I'm just gonna take a real place and just here's what.
Wait a minute, is this my house? No.
I go to the left. There's a bathroom. I knew it. So that's for $12. You can get one of that little deck if you're a DM and you want to check that out. And also, what's cool is you can use this even. It's not specific to Dungeons and Dragons. It can work for any campaign.
Anything with a dungeon.
And even for solo play, it could be used because
that way you can.
It's designing the dungeon for you as you play, which is really neat.